Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to ESL 1 Road to Rio. It's CIS Counter-Strike underway again. It's Virtus.pro taking on ESPADA here on Dust2. A best of 3 for the CIS region that is looking very, very solid. My name's Dinko. I'm going to be joined by Blend. We've got ourselves a great pistol. A slow one already here. Blend's just taking the time here, Virtus.pro. Making their way out through Catwalk. A little bit of presence in towards the tunnels as well. Oh, with Virtus.pro making their way through mid. It's going to be kicking already the front man. Dust2 under pressure. He's going to be looking for these frags, but Adren is going to run over the top with him. The Glock coming in. Dima looking to try and take him down. And well, it's not really working out just yet, Black.
It's not indeed, but Thotic staying alive. I take his name. He immediately falls, and that's going to be ESPADA with a pretty explosive start here. They get the bomb down. Patty and Finnegan, they're going to be coming in together for the retake towards tunnels. This is going to get really rough here. The second both of them get spotted out. It's going to be hard for them to enter the site.
Well, Sanji's going to be holding on as they try and re-enter via the tunnels. It's going to be Patsy up on top of the boxes. Sanji, 2 players here. It should be easy enough here for Virtus.pro to take the pistol, but Patsy's a bit of an issue, isn't he? They're going to try and take them down. The issue is, there's too many players to look at, too many players to find, and Patsy does fall. Virtus.pro with the pistol win. Here on Dust2, this is the map where I want to see Jim pop off. I want to see that op get into his hands. I want to see him just frag. I haven't really got the luxury of casting Virtus.pro since they were a Vanguard, really. So it's been a long time since I've actually casted this team, so I'm looking forward to it.
I am as well. I mean, obviously we've seen a few games of theirs, and they did have the that win against Na'Vi. But looking at this group, man, Dinko, this is looking very, very interesting. The way the points are distributed, I think everyone is tied up. So a lot of these matchups, it's a must-win for almost all of these teams. And VP winning that pistol round. Clean his anti-eco pretty safe here. Force by, of course, coming in for ESPADA, and we've been casting ESPADA quite a bit so far. Well, earlier in the C stream, Dinko. And one thing I got to say about these guys, they have impressed me. I mean, obviously, apart from Dima and Sofik, who are the kind of the known names, at least for me personally, I think everyone has really stood up. Patsy, who was really impressing me. Dexter with the snipers. Like this team as a whole, I think they can be quite a thorn in the side of Virtus.pro.
Yeah, I think any team in the CIS region can be a thorn in the side of any team at this point. It's really kind of crazy to see. Well, Finnegan trying to hold on. It's going to be Buster that runs over the top with the Galil. Dima gone. Buster gets a second as well. The Galil really doing a lot of work in towards B here. And that's the force buy from ESPADA not really working out here. So they're going to be having to save their weapons over into the next round. Virtus.pro are going to go up 2-0. And Virtus.pro had seemed to have had a bit of a weird time as well in this tournament, I feel. You know, they've been able to 2-0 Na'Vi. They're being playing against some of the weaker teams and looking, pretty brittle and weak, and it's kind of strange to see. Like, just throughout the entire CIS region, it's not really making a whole lot of sense.
It's not making a whole lot of sense. I agree with you. I think everyone who has been watching the CIS games would definitely agree with you on that fact. And the worst thing is the Group B is just absolute madness. I mean, for those of you probably just tuning in wondering what's going on in the Road to Rio, we do have Spirit coming out on top of Group A, followed by Windstrike and Amiga. Gambit Youngsters, Force, and Unique, unfortunately not able to make it out of their groups. And for Group B, right now, this is the way it is. Virtus.pro, ESPADA, Na'Vi, Simon, Prosto, and Heart Legion are all sitting on 6 points apiece. Every one of them have played 4 games, and they are yet, I mean, this is the final game they're going to be playing in their groups, and each of them have won 2 and they've lost 2. So it's literally, we still don't know. We have no idea who's going to come out on top here. And it is the final day as well. This is kind of wild. A fast play once again coming in towards B from Virtus.pro, and they've been finding quite a bit of success. It was a B bomb site here on Dust2.
Well, it's going to be Dexter taking a little bit of a push through CT, and it's not going to work. He takes too many bullets to the face. It's going to be a Adren taking him down. The nade goes up on top of Finnegan, looking to try and get involved with the P2000, but Virtus.pro just making sure they don't make any errors. They keep the players alive. Sofik gets 1 kill, so at least the clean sheet is prevented. ESPADA going to go 3-0 down. I'm looking forward. I think from what we've seen from ESPADA here on the C stream, this is certainly their biggest test yet. You know, they've obviously had bigger tests within the tournament playing against Na'Vi, but when we take a look at here on the C stream, or the D stream as it is today with the Tyloo game still going on, then we actually really do see ESPADA truly get tested. And I think they might meet their match here against VP. I don't think ESPADA are going to be taking this.
You say that, Dinko. You say that, but we've seen a lot of surprises so
True,
far
true.
in the road career for CIS. And surprising thing is, honestly, jumping into the server, we were a little bit late due to, obviously the Tyloo game still taking place right now, so all the games were delayed due to that fact. And obviously, we need to have all the games happening simultaneously because the result of each game affects the other game as well. So, in the spirit of everything being fair and equal, ESL going for the right decision to make every game happen at the same time. The interesting thing here, of course, is the fact that Dust2, I thought was VP's pick, but no, it's actually ESPADA's pick, which is a little surprising. Like, I'm not sure I would be looking to, go for a Dust2 pick in a decider, like, must-win game, especially against a team like VP. And the next game, of course, the next map, of course, is going to be Inferno. And if we do see map number 3, it will end on Overpass. So looking at the first two maps, at least, this is definitely favoring VP. I'm going to give you that.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see if ESPADA can do much here on Dust2. It's going to be an early kill from Buster taking down Finnegan into the start of a very important round here. ESPADA need to sort of get that momentum going. I like the B aggression through the tunnels, but he kind of flees at the wrong time here, Dima. Or maybe the right time, depending on what way that duel would have went. Adrent going forward has picked up an M4. Virtus.pro at the moment have quite a bit of control. The only area they don't have right now is Catwalk, and generally that's part of the map that you want to take control of early on. That's what a lot of these teams' defaults are set up around, is taking that Catwalk control. It allows you to have easy access towards the A-bomb site and B, so it's quite a pivotal part of the map, but they don't have control of it right now. Instead, they're going to be going through A long.
There is a Dren, though. He's waiting inside of the smoke towards Xbox. Now, him staying alive, and if he can get this kill into Dexter, that is massive. But a pincer is coming in. There's still nowhere where he is. The smoke's going to dissipate at any moment right now, but a hit coming in towards A. Patsy's got to go big. He gets dinked, almost lines two of them up. And now a Dren, if he gets this kill, it's going to be massive. It does a bit of damage, but doesn't quite get the frag. Bomb will be planted. Nate sails in. It does quite a bit of damage on the kicker. Unfortunately, they don't get a single kill. 3v4 retake. This is not easy at all.
Oh, wasn't too far off, Dexter. And now it's going to be 4-0. The save call having to come in. Jim looking to be the issue, and here he is. Dexter caught inside the middle. No AWP in the hands of the CTs at the moment. Dima wants to try and pick it up, and actually does. So that's actually quite a nice little extraction there from Dima. Goes forward, takes the AWP and falls away, but we're all done. Virtus.pro. Simple plays. He's just taking A long, walking up, finding the jewels. They only lose one player, and other than that, it's just Virtus.pro in complete and utter control. ESPADA not really showing up early on in the round, but again, early days here on Dust2 can obviously shift very, very quickly. And, well, do take a look at what Virtus.pro have in play. It's the AWP in the hands of Jim, AKs, M4, everything looking good. ESPADA, a little bit of a different story. It's going to be a pretty scrappy buy. Couple of pistols coming in, saving most of the money into the next round. But this is certainly a buy that can do some damage.
Can do a bit of damage, but won't really damage the economy for VP at the moment, because in the past 3 rounds they've won, Dingo. They've lost 2 players. That's it. So this is looking very solid indeed for Dren and his side. The thing here for VP is, it's been a while since I've seen them play too much. I've seen a few games here and there, but one thing about their Dust2 which always stood out to me is their CD side can be very stagnant. Like, they have a very typical setup on a CD side. It's very good, bear in mind, but it is something which lacks adaptation. I feel like if it doesn't really go their way, they still continue to play the same setups, the same usual setup. Hopefully they might mix it up. So that's a CD side where I wouldn't be thinking that, VP might be lacking a little bit. Nice little flick there from James rather. And he gets a tag as well. So that's the thing. For VP to win this map, which is ESPADA's map pick, I feel is going to rely heavily on the T side. They need to rack up as many rounds as humanly possible.
It's a good start. Wow, Dima, that's a brilliant start into the round for him. Swinging wide, catching a Dren, taking him down. Dexter with AWP, wins the battle against Jim. We're just kind of sitting in T-spot waiting for that, but Sophic, there we go. We know he can be proactive on the CT side, and it works well for him. A double kill picked up early on, and now ESPADA in the easy round for them. Kicker now in a 1v5. How does this just happen?
I don't know. Firstly, Sophic walking up short. There was a little bit of a flaw in that hole from VP, not expecting the aggression coming out towards short, and of course, James getting taken down early on towards the T-spawn area means there were no eyes towards mid, and it's a good abuse of that fact by ESPADA. And this is massive. They just had the M4 and the AWP going to this round, Dinko. And around that VP should have won, and we can see Kicker. He's aware there's a player behind him. He's gonna find one. 5 seconds. He wants to stay alive. Yeah, 4 seconds remaining. He might just survive if he gets this kill onto Softwig, who's walking on out, and he will find the frag, and he will save the AWP into the next round. Although, I don't think money's going to be a problem. 10k on Sanji, 7k on 7k on a couple of the other players as well. So money, definitely not a problem for VP. However, they're going to be a little annoyed that they let that particular round slip away from the fingers.
Yeah, it didn't really do much on the T side there. That was just kind of waiting around, and well, ESPADA, as soon as they see nothing's coming at them, they just kind of go on a little bit of a walk. And I think you've got to keep an eye on Saltfig. He's going to be a player that's constantly trying to push through that A-long spot. And well, that's a good start from James, taking down Finnegan on the cross. Man advantage picked up for Virtus.pro. And I like this change in pace. You know, just sending James straight up middle, straight away, not wasting any time. He sat in T-spawn the entire round last round and just got picked off. Now they're pushed through mid. Adren, the front man. Opening has been made, and now Saltfig is left in towards CT spawn. This is starting to look a little scary now for ESPADA. They definitely need to start winning rounds consistently if they want to build that economy on the CT side. They can't afford to fall into this back and forth.
Round down.
And well, Kicker has taken down Dima. That's the bomb site taken. 5 players still alive for Virtus.pro. This is job done. Again, the save call having to come in from ESPADA. And you know, if it does fall into that crazy back and forth that we see all the time, it's going to be even worse for the CT side economy because Virtus.pro have so much money built up from their early success. So even if they go back and forth, they lose a few rounds here and there, but they still win one every now and then, like 1 in 3. Virtus.pro is still going to have money for the rest of the half. So ESPADA are definitely going to be struggling on that economic front.
A little surprised that ESPADA were not proactive enough towards long, maybe towards mid. The second they lost a player there, they lost Finnegan towards mid. And the second that happens for VP, they are aware that now it's probably just one player towards mid. They see the smoke coming out from CD spawn, meaning that they still can really kind of hedge their bets on the fact there's just one player towards B, and they slowly inch up. They get that kill. I was thinking Dima might get at least one frag. He doesn't get anything, and that's a round just done right there. ESPADA very, very slow to react to the fact that they lost to one player. And of course, VP, lovely stuff, especially from James, just taking matters in his own hands, just going for aggressive peek towards mid instead of playing all the way back towards T-spawn like you noted. Now the buy is going to be coming in. The fact, Dinko, that they did manage to win the round just with some upgraded pistols and the AWP and the M4 means that they do have some residual cash, even though they've gone for the buy here. And considering they saved the 3 guns, definitely going to help matters. But like you said, CSGO economy, always a pain in the backside. And for the T's, it's just about trying to kind of break the economy. But for VP right now, 5-1 up on the T side of their opponent's map pick, they're looking good. Money, even better. An average of about $5,000 in 4 of the players, and of course, a kicker on 7,650. But Dexter with a nice little shot to open things up, and he's going to win the duel against Mr. James.
Well, good opening from ESPADA, not losing it either. That's the important part. They haven't gone traded. Kicker still yet to die, 6-0. AWP in his hands as he looks down to middle. He'll pick that up off the cold dead corpse of his fallen teammate in the form of Jabe. This team have for a long time just been a very exciting roster. We obviously seen them make their major grand final appearance at Starlight Major Berlin, which seems to be the only major for a long time. It's definitely a long break in between, but they'll be fighting to get to the next one here in Rio. Virtus.pro ran down already in the round, and look at this aggression through the tunnels. They're really funneled in towards A-long, and Buster, you've got to be ready for that. You've got to realize this is a slight possibility.
Oh,
And well, the Trent's going to find a headshot. Patch is taken down, and there are chances they move in towards the A site.
that's actually brilliant from VP. The perfect timing that despite losing the man, they get the kill. Oh, Kicker though. He's yet to die like you pointed out, Dinko. And he's going to find 2, 3. Thank you very much. Come again. And it's all in the final player, Dexter. There's nothing much you can do here. He finds a Dren, but the bomb's been ticking for a while right now, and Kicker already on the hunt. But if Dexter can push in real quickly and get the kill on the Sanji, this is almost doable. But I say that Kicker's going to fall on back. He's got an AWP as well, and a bomb is planned for him. Yeah, this round's pretty much nigh unwinnable unless Dexter gets a kill and he smokes off the bomb, but he's going to have second thoughts of it. Sanji might even go for the peek. No, he won't. So Dexter will save the AWP, but VP will get the round. It's going to be round number 6 for the old Vanguard side. And Kicker yet to die, Dinko. 9-0. He's having a hell of a start to this game.
Well, ESPADA. Tactical timeout coming in. They realize the pressure is certainly on. That's a round they should not have lost. They had the perfect start. They got the early kill. They had the control. That's another kill picked up. You realize there's only one option for Virtus.pro, and it's that A long hit. And it works perfectly for VP. They find the important kills. Kicker just pops off. And ESPADA struggling here early on Dust2. Virtus.pro really showing up, really getting involved. And we'll see what ESPADA can bring to the table. It's going to be the double up setup. They've got the money in the bank. It's a large investment, but it could certainly work. Finnegan's having a bit of a quiet start, so maybe this this AWP in his hands might prevent the 007.
Oh yeah, he is in a 006. That's complete opposite of Kicker, who was 9 kills, 1 assist, and a 0 death so far. It's been just popping up, especially beautiful 3K there. AWP flick comes in from James. Doesn't quite find its mark. Adren though. Oh, the timing of that. Sotfik. He's alone. He has backup for Patty. Flashbang's going to pop one out. It doesn't blind anyone. Actually blind Sanji. But Adren wasn't blinded, but a perfect peek coming in from Sotfik. Okay, he doesn't even get to escape. Sotfik just being very aggressive. That's a huge 2K for the man. He didn't have any real backup either, apart from the pop flash from his teammate. That is massive indeed. He's going to fall away, leaving Patsy towards long, and that's actually going to funnel the remaining players of VP towards the B bomb. So with 2 players already and waiting, no one towards mid though. But as long as Finnegan doesn't miss his shots, this is going to be a pretty easy round for ESPADA.
Oh, that's a nice shot from Finnegan. Cashing out Kicker, first death. 9-1. That's the way you're dealt death. That is nuts. Well, 2 from Saltfig in the early round. Finnegan coming in and probably closing any chances here for Virtus.pro. It's going to take an absolutely nuclear performance out of Jim and Buster to get anywhere near the round win here. 45 seconds. Saltfig still just holding down his domain inside of middle. Buster making his way up towards short, but there's a bit of a flank coming in from Patsy. It's not exactly necessary, but he has a little bit of wiggle room, right? He has the area to make some risks, and well, it's going to work. Cashes out Buster. Now it's only Jim back inside of T-spawn with the AWP. It's save time. It's, sorry, should I say Jim time?
Well, you just had to say it, didn't you? Preempting Twitch chat.
Riling them up or get them going.
Well, yeah, it is James time indeed, but one thing James is very good at is apart from being a very... Here's the thing, man. I know he gets a lot of brickbats and all the memes and whatnot, but he's such a... technically a very accomplished opera, right? He's a sort of textbook opera, almost device-esque, so to speak, and I really do enjoy watching him op. And VP are very aware of that. They are very aware that he is especially very good at saving the AWP. They're not really be going for the hunt, which is a smart thing to do because their money is not exactly that good either at the moment. But they do get a second round on board. A belabored round, but they do make it happen. For VP, they, of course, are going to have no trouble at all going for the buy. The worrying thing here, Dinko, is of the 6 rounds VP have won, 5 of them have come with the bomb getting planted. And that's not a positive sign at all for the... Ooh, the timing of that shot almost managed to kill. Now a fast play coming out from VP towards mid. It's going to be Adren just clearing up close up. Don't find anyone there. That's good information gleaned. And ESPADA have been playing the setup pretty much time and time again, Dinko. It's like 3 towards long, 2 inside of B. Don't really like contesting towards mid. I think they did it for a couple of times. That's about it. And this is something that VP, I think they've managed to sniff this one out, and they could start abusing this.
It's going to be the catwalk smoke coming in from Kicker. Towards the top boxes. Dexter and Saltfig looking to lock down the A-bomb side itself. You've got Patsy inside of the pit. Playing up towards A long. And now the CT execute coming in. It's going to be a B split on the cards here for Virtus.pro. They run forward with the bomb. They turn away, and it's Dima with 1. Kicker comes in, able to find the trade on towards Dima. Now Finnegan at the back of the B bomb side. The platform is where he will do his best work. Another big shot in the AWP. Flashbang goes through. I love the shrewd attempt, but it doesn't really work for him. Kicker shutting him down. The AWP was under pressure. Couldn't really re-peek too effectively. Now Patsy in from behind. James should be able to confirm this kill. If not, Sanji might just be able to grab it. But that nade, that's going to be death sentence for Sanji. It forces him into the open. And well, Patsy takes him down. It's James stuck in the lower tunnels. And somehow, ESPADA have recovered this round. A 2v2. The bomb not in the hands of the T-sign. And Patsy and Dexter. There's the kills. Round picked up. ESPADA, they play that one well. You know, obviously in particular, Dexter and Patsy, they're just really patient stuff. Not making too many mistakes. And another round can go in favor of ESPADA.
One thing I really liked about that was just the awareness coming in as to where by Dexter as to where Jane would be. They knew they had to go for the two-pronged assault, and like how Sanji tried his best to stay alive there, but a good read, and of course bomb getting dropped out there was pretty much a death knell for that round. And ESPADA, they are stringing rounds together, Dinko. It's not pretty. It's requiring a lot of sacrifices, of especially economy-wise, but they are getting the rounds, and that's important. They don't want VP to run away with this. This is a map being picked by ESPADA. It's a map that VP are also very, very comfortable on, very, very competent on as well. Not just comfort. And once more, the opening kill. This long hold is looking pretty solid right now for ESPADA. And for VP, I'm just wondering when they're going to go for the fast take towards mid. Like, the fact that it's slowing it down quite a bit is giving opportunities for ESPADA to kind of claw back into this and retake the mid area. And that is something, you know, if they speed things up like they did earlier on when James got the opening pick towards mid, that's something that they could abuse time and time again. Just push out towards mid, isolate the two players towards B, go for the pincer play, and that should work, you know, more times than not. So far, VP haven't really tried that often, as they are a man down, slowly inching towards short. They do have just the one player they're holding towards long. It's Dexter with the AWP.
Molotov is going to go up in towards Catwalk. Going to hold him at bay, and actually did allow for a rotation from his teammate, but it doesn't really have to come through just yet. Dexter's going to be under pressure, and a flashbang doesn't come in here. He should be good for a kill, but he misses the shot. And has to hide behind the smoke. He's seeing Sanji cross over, but the flashes are good, and that's going to allow Virtus.pro to get a bomb plant. And advantage is still in play for the CT side. Solfik has spotted Sanji, knows that he's on the box. He knows it's planted for short. But not really too much they can do. Look at this. Flying Kicker coming in. Easiest kill of the game so far for Kicker. Shutting down Dima. Sanji able to find Solfik, and now the rest of the kills can start to run on in. Virtus.pro are doing well to pick this round up. Finnegan stuck inside of CT spawn. Dexter falling as well. Great round for Virtus.pro in the end here. It was looking a little bit hairy towards the start, but VP will recover.
That's brilliant recovery. And I love the flank, James towards mid, and then we had, of course, a flank coming in all the way from B. That's just brilliantly done, considering they were a man down as well early on in VP. Of course, all of the fact that Dexter missing a shot that he really shouldn't have missed, something which he doesn't miss that often. And then the moment he missed that, just the flashbangs being thrown in from VP, just blinding him time and time again to get the bomb down. And after that, it was pretty much round over. Another buy is going to be coming in for ESPADA, but if they lose this one, they will have to go for an eco, or maybe just a light buy. Now the fast play coming towards them. Flashbangs are good, but Finnegan, he finds one quick trade, comes in. It's all in Dima. What can he possibly do? He finds two, and a third as well. That is brilliant start from the man, and it's going to leave James all alone towards mid. Solfik is not going to really peak here, and James has a lot of work to do to bring this one back.
Well, I just don't think it's possible right now at this point. Bomb site on the B bomb site, so many players to try and find. You've also got Patsy just here on the A bomb site. It's a complete solid hold here from ESPADA. There should be absolutely no chance for Jim. He's going to save the op.
Yeah, and one of the most interesting, like, the obvious reasoning as to why James doesn't wind up saving the op many times, and I think quite a few people have pointed this out as well. He's a sort of player who likes going for these the lure plays with the AWP, which is kind of uncharacteristic. Usually as an op, yeah, you hold a certain angle, you try to get the pick towards a part of the map, but then you fall back together and kind of work with the rest of your team when you're taking a site. James has a different approach, a different concept as to how to approach maps on the T side with the AWP. He's the guy who's going to be going for the late flank, the aggro flank, the man coming in from behind. And considering he has the op, obviously that has given rise to the meme, of course. But just got to point out, Dima with that third kill, that was just sick. That was some very sharp shooting from the man. Because if he gets taken down, that's it. It's round pretty much done and the money broken. The remaining players just had to save there. So hero play coming from Dima. Hopefully, that shouldn't be something that ESPADA would want to rely on for a very long time. It is not sustainable, like we pointed out time and time again. You can't rely on hero plays every single time to make it to win you rounds consistently. But VP, they might have figured out that B bomb site is actually a weakness right now for ESPADA.
Well, Virtus.pro, I think, it's fair to say, look like the better team overall, like immediately from an eye test. But it doesn't really matter if ESPADA keep winning a few rounds here and there. They're going to keep themselves within it. I think VP Obviously, he's feeling a little bit more pressure now. They're going to be calling for this tactical timeout. The money is finally starting to break down, and that's something that we didn't think we were going to see for a very long time. But finally, ESPADA have been able to make it expensive for them. So VP realized moving into this next round, it's so important for them to take this win. They don't take this next round, that's when ESPADA really open up the afterburners. They have some space to grow their legs, stretch them, and get involved here on the first half. And I think overall, ESPADA don't look awful. There's definitely a lot of mistakes and some weaknesses in their defense right now that Virtus.pro have been able to exploit. But they're just such a solid individual team, Virtus.pro, that that's just going to happen to ESPADA. So it's good that they're just finding round wins, they're chipping away, and now this is the prime opportunity. If they win this round, they're right into this first half, and even have the potential to walk away with the win, realistically, in terms of the half lead.
Oh, indeed, 100%. And you got to also just admire the fact that ESPADA, look at the mix-up. They have 2 players pushing up tunnels right now. They are aware that the B bomb side could be a target once more for VP because they're aware how the setup is, and they mixed it up this time, and I appreciate that. In fact, I thought it'd be 2 players actually walking out towards tunnels, but they just push up a little bit, spot no one, and they fall back. The problem right now because of that is they've completely relinquished the B bomb side, and the bomb is actually making its way towards B, so this could be a little troublesome. I say that though, but now we do see the 2 players towards tunnel slowly falling back towards the lower dock. As Finnegan hugging up close towards mid. He could potentially catch a player off guard. I don't think he's been spotted out yet so far.
Oh, well, Finnegan catching kicker. Now it's going to be Virtus.pro running straight through middle. Finnegan, that is a brilliant lineup. 3 picked up for him. He'll be looking for a little bit more. And the P250 now, Buster and Jim. 2v5 for them to work with. It's not going to be looking good here. Jim missing the shot. That's going to be an easy pick up for Dima in the end. And now Buster will have his turn on the AWP. This round is done though. It's going to be another round on the board for ESPADA. Money's in the bin here for Virtus.pro. Best thing they can work with in this next round is a couple of Deagles, a little bit of Kevlar. But that should be an ESPADA round. We should be looking at 6 now. And that is already much more solid than it could have been. You know, Virtus.pro looking really solid coming into the start of this. Buster now missing shots under pressure, 8 seconds. They would realistically love to kill him after time, and I hope that they let the seconds run down before they rush him. And if they get rid of him, that's going to be absolutely heartbreaking. There it is. Oh. No extra cash in. There's an easy headshot. Buster with 2k in the bank. Luckily, he did have that 2k. You know, if he doesn't have 2k in the bank, oh god, that is horrible.
Yeah, and nice 4K from Finnegan there. A lovely hold. And that was a little mistake from VP. They had checked it close earlier, but then Finnegan took the, there was a little bit of window of opportunity for Finnegan to walk up close to its mid doors, and he gets that. He gets it in position. He catches an unsuspecting player, tosses him to smoke, and of course, it does a great job not dying and getting a double kill. And despite what was looking like a one-sided start to the game, Dink, it was 6-1 to VP. We definitely do seem to have a game in our hands here. It's going to be 5-7. VP still with the lead, but now with the money broken, ESPADA would be fancying the chances of potentially going to the second half with the lead, at least getting to 8 rounds. But here comes a hit towards B, and it's going to be Demo. Is completely blinded. He needs to back up real quickly, and he somehow stays alive for a... How is he alive? Oh, they're going for the knife as well, but finally he will fall. Sanji running out of bullets. Dexter with the duel... Wait, what? Okay, the dualies comes out to play. Bomb drop. Nice nade there, but does 0 damage because CSGO nades. And now... Bomb yet to be planted. They have picked up a rifle though in the hands of Buster, but Adren's the player with the Kevlar. They're gonna get the bomb down, but all he's now waiting right outside, ready to strike.
Well, Joe Berettas, I love it. Well, Dex, let's see if you can make them work, make them sing. But this retake, just biding the time, wanting to get everybody in the right position. The utility being tossed in. That's Buster completely annihilated. That's a huge kill to find as well. And now Virtus.pro just holding on inside the side. It's Adren with 1 second on the Deagle. No way. He eventually is overrun by the P250, but James pulled it into a 1v1, and Patsy will win it. But my god, that was close. How does Adren find 2 from that under window position?
Deagle body shots, baby.
Oh yeah.
I just need a couple in the body, and I've been seeing too much of that. And honestly, I agree with a lot of our fellow CSGO like talent or some of the players, some of our influencers. You know,
I seen Hulk tweeting about it yesterday. And,
yeah, I saw the same tweet as well. 100% agree. I think the Deagle is a great weapon. I love where it is right now, but I still feel that 2 body shots should not be a kill. Yeah, it should do like 90 damage perhaps, but don't make it a kill, especially against like players who are completely armored and have 100 HP. I don't think that should be a thing.
Yeah, you just spam it away. I feel like the Deagle's obviously a very... When you go for that long range, just beautiful, clean one tap with the Deagle. We'll get back to that point. Adread trying to come back in towards B. It's going to open things up here for Virtus.pro. And that's a beautiful little contact play. Not giving away any signs that he's coming that way. Walking right through. Jim was a sneaky player. They didn't know he was inside of the site. But unfortunately, the trade comes in immediately. And there's no one else in Virtus.pro close by to capitalize on the chaos they've created here on the B bomb site. But the time is still aplenty. And they could find themselves a way back into this round.
Are thinking about the A bomb site, Inko, and they do have the floater from Sanji. The problem is the player towards short. If Patsy can get one kill, Molotov's going to be deep. He's in front of the Molotov. They're going to be expecting this. It could be a free kill for him. Looking for more. If he finds Kicker, this is done. And he is indeed. That's a rash. He's going to be Softwing's going to find him from mid. And Sanji, despite being able to push towards the A bomb site, now he could potentially catch a player off guard, and he will. Strikes onto Patsy. Bomb yet to be retrieved, and his CTs are aware of this. He's got time to work with this, Sanji. And this round is still not quite done yet.
I love how the bomb is just on the ledge. Well, Sanji could actually grab it, but there we go. Dexter with a headshot. 7-7. That's a beautiful shot. He'll be happy with that. And now last round of the half. 7 apiece of Virtus.pro. It was looking good at the beginning, but their money is again not looking brilliant. They will get a buy, but they're going to be lacking a little bit of utility, a little bit of firepower in terms of the rifles they'll be able to bring to the table. And ESPADA, they are favored to take the half win. And that's incredible. I said it a few rounds ago. I said it's a real possibility if ESPADA win that round, that they're going to be in a position where they can possibly get 8 rounds on the board. And, well, it's looking likely.
It's kind of crazy because VP won the 6 rounds out of the first 7 rounds, and then we saw ESPADA win 6 out of the last 7, or like the latter 7. It's just been so back and forth that ways. Streaks of rounds. The final hit is going to be coming in from VP. It's going to be the B pincer. We haven't seen it as much so far. We've only seen the B assault, and now Dima has got a lot of work to do. Doesn't know where to shoot at, and the Dread finds both the kills. No trades taking place. ESPADA, they have to go for the retake. It is the final round of the first half, and VP might have finally netted themselves the lead here. And what a wild round. How is Adren allowed to get both the kills and no trades? And Sanji, considering he's a 5v3, that he is going to have all the room to work with. And that should be VP going to the second half with the 1-round lead.
I think you just hit the nail on the head a few rounds ago. You know, the CT side, their B hole was pretty weak throughout this entire first half, I feel. And Virtus.pro have been able to just exploit that. And I think Adren started to realize towards the end there. He walked into the site the last round. Him and Jim, they got 2 kills. And this time, they just go for the B rush. They get 8 rounds on the board. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. 8-7, as close as you can get it. The CIS Counter-Strike continues after the break.
So far, but so far from close. It's so hard to find my destiny. Try not to drift apart, 'cause you'll be right back at the start. And I don't wanna keep on falling. I gotta stay recalling memories we've lost and found. Explain to me what it's all about.
Welcome to ESL 1 Road to Rio. It's a spatter. Oh, well, getting a headshot early on. Dexter just taking down our dread. That's a good start.
Welcome to ESL Road to Rio CIS.
Welcome.
There we go. It's all action and headshots all over the board. Sanji walks straight to his death as well. Everyone's falling Dinko, and 2 players left alive for VP. We haven't had a chance to even start talking.
Yeah, that was a pretty quick pistol run coming in here. Well, James does catch Patsy. At least that's something. Clean sheet prevented here for the T side, but now Virtus.pro having to pull off a 2v4 retake. Oh, the shadow spotted here. Buster does know there's a player up on catwalk, but dealing with that is not going to be easy because of the other players already on the side itself. And while James is going to try and take some of the attention away, Buster trying to make his way back in, but he's overrun. Finnegan takes him down, and there we go. 8 rounds to the board for ESPADA. They may have lost the last round of the half. That probably should have been theirs, but they'll get an 8th round anyway.
Yeah, getting the lead. Not the lead, but at least they do manage to tie things up. It has been quite an uphill grind so far. But they're looking good right now. They seem to have woken up. It was looking pretty lopsided initially, and Kicker seems to have slowed down quite a bit. I think like 9-0, 10-0, something ludicrous initially, but now it's like on 13-8. Hasn't really had much of an impact so far. Would imagine a full eco coming out from VP. They don't really have a lead to really work with here, so might as well just allow ESPADA to win the next couple of rounds. Just try and gamble stack or something. Try and inflict as much damage as you can. But I do believe, yeah, it is going to be the right call in my opinion. Just a smoke from James to cover towards mid. I'm a little surprised he's gone for the Kevlar bite, considering he wants to get that AWP as soon as possible. So usually as an AWPer, you want to, you know, kind of go for the full double save. And it's going to be stacked towards long. And ESPADA, they're just taking the sweet time. Sanji just pushing up long. Gets found by Patsy. ESPADA, they're not falling for this. This is a very static hold coming from ESPADA. They are very paranoid right now.
Well, Sophic is going to be ready to go up in towards the A site. Smoke is going to just drop up towards short. Sophic jumping over the top, trying to spot some info. He doesn't actually see anybody from that, so he's going to go back up again. Not seeing anything for his troubles. If he goes now, he would spot Jim, but there's just plenty of USPs over on that A site. Don't really want to be walking into a stack, so I like that they're actually taking their time trying to spot some info before they go anywhere, or fully commit to something, but they're still going to commit A anyway, it seems. Smokes up. Virtus.pro, this is the best chance. These USPs, this is where they can do some damage.
Yeah, at the same time, though, that Mac has been shredded. They got the head armor. Sophic actually taking a bit of damage to do his best to stay alive. In fact, gets 2 before he finally falls, and in the end, it's going to be a very clean cleanup indeed for ESPADA. They do just lose a Mac 10, and that, of course, in the hands of Sophic, who managed to still get a couple of kills. So very, very convincing anti-eco there from ESPADA, and VP gonna go for the early buy. Now, not a huge fan of this Dinko. You want a little bit more utility, but then again, it's a map like Dust2. I can kind of see why they want to go for the rifle buys. You want to go for the duels early on, and a map like Dust2 does allow you to go for this long-range duels, right? And there are not many places where you can kind of play up close with the SMGs or shotguns and whatnot, and it's going to be James opening it up. He's going to win the duel against Dexter, and that's call for the hit towards B. Dima leading the charge. Flashbang is a very obvious tell, but the 3 CTs ready and waiting. Finnegan's going to strike, but Sanji finding Dima. And the smoke's going to keep them at bay.
Well, Virtus.pro, just the one-man advantage at the moment. The bomb is going to be bringing its way back over through T-spawn. You've already got Patsy out through short. Virtus.pro should be feeling pretty comfortable with the setup they have at the moment. 2 on each bomb site. They've even got 1 player close over towards long, so if they do enter here ESPADA via long, they're going to have enough info and enough time to rotate those B players over towards A. So Kicker, important role. ESPADA not going to be committing to that, just making sure the longhouse is clear. Then they'll go back and grab the bomb. Seems like they want to go together towards short.
That's something that could definitely work out for them. That is the one weak point of the map here, because it's going to come down to James. But how many times have we seen James just shut it down all by his lonesome from long from that car position, Dinko, with that AWP of his? And the problem here is, I mean, not a problem. They do have the 3 flashes. They can kind of space them well. James can be neutralized. With 30 seconds, it's going to be the call to go for the hit here, and that's going to draw the rotation. The moment James sees a flashbang coming out, he's going to be going in. He's going to be calling for the flank to for the rotation to come in, and already the flank is on Sanji, pushing up towards tunnels, and here comes the hit. The dry peek from Sotfik, that's going to work out as James is going to get the kill.
Well, Finnegan running over the top of the site. It's going to be James looking to try and do some damage from below, but his teammate takes the kill. Now Patsy along the world gets one headshot, stops James from moving forward, but the AWP will be carried over. Virtus.pro will even the scoreline out, and that's not the kind of round of ESPADA we're hoping for, but take a look at what they've got in this round. It's probably going to be a couple of pistols, Tech 9 armor, Hero AK picked up on Finnegan, and Force Fire. Okay. I can understand, obviously, when you know the economy isn't well built up at the CT side here, it's okay to go for a full force. You get 4 AKs in play. Not going to have much utility here, Blair. But, you know, it's something they can work with, certainly.
Oh, yeah. Definitely something that ESPADA have shown that they are pretty capable with these half buys, at least in the games we've seen so far. But this is the thing with VP's defense. Like I said, you're not going to see anything too finicky coming out from them. It's going to be these very staid defaults from the VP side, but they just make it work again and again. They seem to just make it work all the time. The mid area, though, completely bereft of any CD side presence. And now for the two players playing towards B at the moment, I do believe it's Adren and Kicker. If I'm them, I'm feeling uncomfortable here, right? You don't have mid control, you don't have tunnels control, and you want to kind of push out. You don't want to be pincered as a play comes in. So Adren playing towards double doors. Now he needs to stay alive. He has backup in the form of Kicker towards CD spawn if needs be. They had a crossfire setup, but now Adren going to be playing way safer, much safer towards the car area as James going to pluck Sotfik's head clean off his shoulders. Sanji spots at Patsy's shoulder.
Well, Virtus.pro with the initial kill, we'll be happy enough with this, but with 30 seconds left, he might just get another, and it's Kicker that stops Finnegan, and the chance is really starting to fall into the hands of the T side. JM has been dinked up, but still has an opportunity, still alive, as he goes back in towards Ailon. But ESPADA, they've done good work there, actually, to take control of the side. Dexter dropping in towards CT, catching Buster. No! A second attempt was available. He nearly drops Adren, but now it's all on Dima, with Patsy falling in towards short. Dima has it all to do, and there's just too many players to deal with. He will fall, and now it's going to be around here for Virtus.pro. 10-9, continuing their success, and double figures reach now at this point.
Still very, very close, I think. And yeah, like VP, they had a great start initially as well, bear in mind. But then ESPADA able to grind it back, and for VP, winning both the gun rounds is a promising sign, of course.
Yep.
And for ESPADA, of course, the fact that the money is a little low at the moment. It's going to be seeing a few pistols coming out here, maybe a couple of smokes, just try to get the bomb done perhaps, maybe streamroll towards the B bomb site. But if you've noticed so far, this VP setup, it's too static for my liking, and there's no variety. ESPADA actually had more variety in the way they're approaching it. Sure, they had a lack of mid-presence, but here and there we saw some aggression coming out from them, which is not what we're witnessing here from the VP side. But as long as it's working, I mean, who are we to say anything about it? Two AKs, the 2 M4s, the AWP. Money still very, very dire, one might say, for VP. They're in danger of getting reset if they lose a round. So these are the rounds they want to win convincingly, not losing too many players. It's going to be action taking this much short. A white peak from Picker. He just finds one. Sanji, perfect flashback from his teammate. The nade's going to do a lot more damage as well. This brilliant stuff from Sanji, but he's going to be switching over the nade to the wrong time.
That's a little unfortunate. Finnegan coming in with 2 big kills, and well, they do get the round win, but they lose 3 players, nearly 4 there, Blair. So that's not much clean of rounds picked up for Virtus.pro, but at least they get it done. Just a little update for the mainstream as well. That Asian game is still going on, Blair. Tyler in overtime against Tiger on that 3rd map.
It's Tyloo, alright? They're not gonna just win easily. They don't let that happen. They're gonna make it go to overtime, maybe double, maybe triple, and then finally they're gonna claw it out, and then they're gonna be the winners. It's Tyloo. I've seen it too many times. They make it look like it's gonna happen, but then you're gonna probably lose, but then they always claw back and make in the end just disappointment for their opponents. Although, interesting fact, they're playing against Tiger, who's in-game leader, and the the in-game leader for the team is Urcast from Greyhound.
Yep.
Who's now gone back home to Mongolia and is playing with his fellow Mongol horde.
Yeah,
They're
obviously.
looking good, mind you.
Yeah, they are actually. It's good to see. At the moment, Virtus.pro keeping the advantage early on into the round. A little bit of a skirmish going on towards long. While it has come out on top here for the CT side, Dexter's been tasked with trying to find a way back into it. And the biggest issue I see here for ESPADA is there's still a minute left. You've still got 3v4. No map control. Bomb's still on T-spawn. And there's no utility.
Yeah, that's a little weird. Now, even if they get this kill onto the player playing on there, that is going to be a trend. That's a huge kill for Dima. He stays alive as well. Quick little Bogdan Slaw coming into play, but James like, nah.
Goodbye.
Made right on the head. Molotov to keep Dexter at bay. That's going to come pushing in. What an absolute madman, Dexter. What are you made of, my man? You can't run through that one as well at 10 HP. He will pick up the AWP, but due to some very interesting plays from ESPADA, they've given themselves a chance here. It's a 2v2, and look at it. Dexter on 10 HP, Kickard on 11, and Buster and Sotfig on 100 apiece. This is as equal as it can get.
Well, with 30 seconds left, Kickard's position stopped by Dexter, who's done so much in this round. He needed to be the hero, and he puts him in a winnable spot. Buster throwing the nade onto the site. There's a little bit of damage down on towards Saltfic. So now bomb planted. Saltfic looking to just try and win this aim duel. Buster not dropping off, not trying to play the mind games. He's still just going through catwalk. And while Saltfic is actually pushing up, instead of playing passive and just staying in front of the site, he's actually gone on a little bit of an excursion from the bomb site itself. But now he goes back. He just plays the time here. Buster, he's got the kit, so he has a little bit of extra time to play with.
He's got a flash as well. I'm a little surprised he didn't use that flash push out from the smoke. Instead, now he's given Sofik a lot of time to reposition himself. Is he going to be expecting him?
Okay.
No, it doesn't matter. Nice little flick shot there for Buster. And he has been having a very rough game so far, Dinko. Just on 6 kills until he picked up his 7th right now. But that's a clutch that's really, really going to matter. ESPADA, though, that round looked like it was a dunzo. But then somehow they managed to grind it back and bring it back to 1v1 and get the bomb down as well. That means Vi will be coming in. And also, because of the fact it came down to 1v1, the money for VP, despite winning 4 in a row, is still at the bottom of the barrel.
Virtus.pro 4 away from taking Dust2. Issues continue to arise here for ESPADA on the T side. And I think that just summarizes what's really happening here. Virtus.pro, there was, in that 1v1 there from Buster, there was absolutely nothing interesting there. He just sits behind a smoke, he just walks forward and wins an aim duel. And there's no thought process behind it, it's just wait out the smoke, don't even use the utility, simple fight taking. And I think that's the name of the game here for VP, just simple stuff on the CT side.
Sometimes that's what works in Counter-Strike. And personally, I'm a big fan of that as well. Although, there are obviously 2 different schools of thought as to how to approach that, right? For me personally, he had a 2 flashbang. So it's all about playing a percentage game. You know the bomb was just planted. You know a smoke has been deployed. Now you got 2 flashes. You can use that to kind of explode out of the smoke. And now you kind of have the player trapped towards the bomb site. You kind of have a very good inkling as to where he was, or where he is rather. And I would have rather gone for that instead of waiting patiently behind the smoke, because that's giving too much of time for the T to kind of reposition himself, right? And of course, a great shot from Buster to win that duel, but on paper, that should have not gone the way of Buster. The T had the position towards Goose. He had the right angle, he had everything going for him, except not quite able to land a headshot. So good call from Buster in the end, but I personally would have played it a little bit more differently. Well, 12-9 though. Doesn't matter what I would have done or not. The fact is, VP have still managed to hold on 4 in a row, and they still have the bye, despite the money being really rough. Money being pretty rough for both teams, though. Now Finnegan, waiting at the edge of the smoke. They're trying to sell this B fake here. They're trying to make something done while hit's going to come in towards A, and it's going to be the flashbang. It's going to be James time. It's going to find Sawfig Kicker on the site. Doesn't get the kill, but James there. He's going to find a second kill. Flashbang up high. He's going to turn around. Unfortunately, not expecting the player down below, but Dima, you need to land those. Sorry, Dexter needs to land those. He gets taken down. How is James allowed to survive? And it's all in Finnegan. He finds one, but the bomb's dropped over the A bomb set. He won't be expecting Sanji towards lower tunnels. That's such a hero round for James, but how is he allowed to get a 3rd one, Dinko? Dexter just scrapped the bed there.
Well, I think I think now ESPADA are probably just feeling a little bit heartbroken at this point. They've come close a few times now, and it's just not really going well for them at all. VP, 3 rounds is all they need for Dust2 to go their way, and ESPADA, their money problems continue. The rounds just keep falling out of their hands, and VP, well, I think as soon as they take map 1, I don't know. I'm just seeing a world in which they 2-0 this.
Well, listen, Dinko, we've made quite a number of predictions in the CIS Road to Rio, and the honest to God fact is, we have been proven wrong time and time again. We've been made to look like fools. But you know what? I still appreciate the sentiment. You are a brave man. Some might say
I'm just going to be
real.
banging my head off the wall until one of these CIS predictions work, Blair. It will happen someday.
I think the only thing that's predictable about CIS Counter-Strike is it is unpredictable. And listen, this is from someone who's been
Unique will
casting
get
in
2-0'd. But other than that.
yeah, of course. that is these are one of the facts of life, apart from death and taxes and Unique and not winning a single map in Road to Rio. They look pretty rough. But then they also had some pretty cool showings player-wise, at least. James. Okay, he doesn't miss those that often. Finally plucks off his head. He's gonna stick on around. Got backup arriving as well, right beneath him. And oh, look at how hungry James is. This is unnecessary in my opinion. It's so in, and Patsy's gonna find him. James getting a little too overeager there, and all of a sudden it's falling apart. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a textbook example of why you don't want to get a little too frag hungry.
Well, Dexter is going to take down Adren. It's a nice shot on the Deagle, and now Kicker, a real chance for him. He needs to find the headshots quickly, and there's the first. The bomb is planted with a little bit of cover for him. He hasn't tapped yet, but still Patsy swings, and it's a 14th round again. ESPADA comes so close, but VP just keep winning.
All right, I'm going to do a very quick call out here. All right, VP have won 6 rounds in a row. All right, I'll tell you how many players survived in the 6 rounds they've won. 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, and 1. I don't know how they're somehow clawing the way out of these almost looks like unwinnable situations, 1v1s and 2v2s, but they're just clutching time and time again. And somehow, Dinko, they're in 14 rounds, 14-9. And despite having no money in the bank, they're just 2 rounds away from taking the map pick of ESPADA's. Just VP things.
Well, it's at least an AK buy here coming in from ESPADA. And if you take a look at what VP have, it's not great. I mean, half got from Mast, no utility on Sanji or Buster. There is a world in which ESPADA win this and get right back into things. We'll see if it is the case though. Finnegan playing the golf to the poorest of starts here. 0-0-6. Suddenly shows up now and is 18-18. He's had a bit of a resurgence in performance. He's out in towards middle. And he could be the bane of Jim's existence, or he could fall victim to the AWP.
It's also about the right eye peak, right? James does have a little bit of an advantage, but Finnegan, 47. If James misses the shot, he's done for. Oh, this could be it. James might just die here. I don't think he's aware of how close Finnegan is, but he's gonna spot him out. Nice little flick of the wrist. He doesn't really miss those. And now Dexter opening it up towards B bombs. That flashbang is good. It's gonna delay them for a while. Kicker playing right behind the car, using the limited window as cover, and a perfect flashback. He's forced to turn around, and Dima's gonna immediately annihilate him. 4v3. Dex is pretty low, but VP just might be opting to save this one. Look at the cash. They have nothing to work with, and that is going to be the call for the save, and ESPADA are going to get a double digits.
Well, there we go. That's the kind of round they need to win. And now VP, well, no other option, but they have to save these weapons over. M4, AWP, can't afford to toss those away. So, ESPADA, yeah, 10-14 on the board. Now we really do see a chance for ESPADA to get back into things. VP, they have to win this next round. If not, then ESPADA are going to be going on a little bit of a tear. They're going to find a few easy rounds.
Why would he go T-spawn when the bomb's been taking away for a while to save your gun? This late. I mean, you got to be expecting... You have to assume there might be a T waiting there for you. They're a little lucky for Sanji to stay alive there. In fact, both Sanji and Jamie, they're actually running, and if they got caught out while on that run from, T-spawn to the car, they could have both lost their guns, but they will survive. Money, like you said, Dinko, this is very, very dire. $1,400 is going to be the bonus money, and that means it's going to be a very iffy buy. This 3-rifle save means they can still eke out a buy. And for a couple of FAMASas, James even dropping an MP9 into the hands of Adren. Utility pretty decent, actually. Sanji's going to be able to buy for himself. We do have attack timer getting called by ESPADA. They know they have a chance, Dinko. They probably heard you on the stream. They'll be like, you know what? We do have a chance here. 10 rounds. They have money in the bank. You just need to win 4 more to tie things up. And of course, T-side, Dust2 is one of those sides, one of those maps where, you know, the momentum thing, and it's a very off-stated cliche, but I do believe there's an element of truth in it, especially on this particular map.
Well, Virtus.pro. Let's see if they can get something done. As Dexter looking for that initial kill in towards middle as they cross on over, but not really finding too much success, unfortunately, for him. Nice quick take. Saltfake trying to be very, very hasteful up towards short. He's already up here towards the stairs already. And unfortunately, no one there, so doesn't really get a reward. Instead, VP. Again, very default setup. They're going to be going for a little bit of B aggression, though. That's the most impressive thing to look at right now. Dima is going to be one player holding in towards the tunnels, and Buster's going to overrun him. An easy kill picked up for Virtus.pro, and that's the kind of stuff you need to see from them. They can't afford to just play a standard default setup on the CT side and not go for any aggression if they've got a lack of utility. They need to find some sort of advantage, and now with a man in play, well, this is looking good.
It's very good indeed for VP. The 3 players there. 1 player towards long, holding it down, and all 4 players for ESPADA just pushing out towards short. But then Molotov just keeping them delayed, and Kicker, look at him just pushing up. Famas, a little bit of medium range duels looking to be taken. He sees a lot of utility being tossed out. He's going to spot a soft pick. He's going to find 1, looking for more, finds 2. They've done so much damage to Kicker. You said it, Famas, unpowered. It just destroys everyone. Dexter almost falls to his death. He's trapped.
Okay.
And the flying MP9. 15-10, VP are on map point.
Well, that's a VP round right there. Kicker with a 3k on the FAMAS. He has looked really solid for VP on the defense. We've seen him a little bit earlier on getting another triple kill, so this is looking good for Kicker. And VP now, just 1 more needed. ESPADA had money in the bank, so a buy coming in, it's a perfect one as well. They've got the AWP in the hands of Dexter, the AKs in play on the rest. This is a real winnable round here for ESPADA. And while Virtus.pro, if they want to end it here and now, this is the prime opportunity to do it. They've got the goodbye. They lose this one, they're going to be ecoing. And that's when ESPADA start to get a few more rounds back in. That's when they start to chip their way back into Dust2. And we've seen that ESPADA have the mental fortitude to come back into games. So you can never really give them too much.
Can indeed never give them too much, but this hit, man. This makes me a little worried, Dinka. Sorry. I'm not too sure about this one from ESPADA. Like 4 players gathered towards tunnels. This could either really work out or just be completely shut down.
Yeah.
What's his position here? They are going to check it, but oh, the flashes, they're all blinded. No one's checking him, and he's going to find 2, 3, and it's a shutdown. I was scared for it, Dinko, and it's going to come to fruition. It's a complete nightmare, a complete annihilation over at the B bomb side, and Sotfix left, a smoke delaying him further from what feels like the inevitable. It is going to be VP taking this map.
Well, goodbye, Solfik. I think it's fair to say this is not going to be a winnable round for him. Adran takes him down 16-10. Virtus.pro will get the win here on Dust2, and in rather convincing fashion. There was a couple